Religion has been bad for Black people. All right. Let's jump right in. Okay. Religion is a weapon that was created to oppress your spirituality. All right. And anything that oppresses your spirituality, it also oppresses your identity and suppresses your identity. Spiritual and identity, oppression and suppression has been the downfall, downgrade of Black people in general. All right, let's keep going. So religion came in and it programmed Black people to the point of attempting to erase a lineage of power, magic, rituals, elemental connection, ancestral connection, cosmic connection, angelic connection, etheric connection. Okay. Religion attempted, it was its job. Religion's job was to cover the spiritual technology of Black people. And in many cases, Black people have been used to further help that initiative by delivering these these false ideas, these false stories to other Black people. All right. And in some cases, these same Black preachers, while they're teaching you religion, they are in the background using the spiritual technology that they know that the same religion that they're teaching is oppressing the masses, but they're using it because they have maintained their connection, or they have realized, well, wait a minute, this religion that I was taught to give everyone else, this really isn't the thing. This is not it. It's the spiritual technology that I've always had access to. This is where my identity lies. And they know it, and some are even practicing it in plain sight, yet they're still teaching and giving religion. All right. Also, religion has attempted to snatch the remembrance of the inherent melanin power and authority of an entire group of people, aka Black people. Okay? Now, here's what I want to tell you. Here's more that I want to tell you. When you elevate beyond religion, your consciousness expands, and you will have this, as a Black person, you will have this profound feeling and desire to reconnect with your roots, to reconnect with your African lineage. Because remember, I said at the top of this video, spiritual oppression equals identity suppression. All right? When your spirituality, the truth of your spiritual reality, when that has been hidden from you, your identity, your true identity is also forgotten. All right? So again, also, when you elevate beyond religion as a Black person, your eyes become open as to the true religions, or the true stories of religion, the true origins of religion, and the lies that you were given. This realization, okay, coupled with this strong sense of wanting to connect with your biological roots and your spiritual roots, that may lead to you thinking that you need to initiate into an ATR, an African traditional religion. So I want you to pause here. Let's pause here for a minute. Consider, as far as talking about, the conversation of initiation, I want you to consider that you have already been initiated, that your birth into this physical body was, in fact, the initiation. Okay? Now, an ATR, an African traditional religion, could bring you a sense of community that you felt when you were going to church. Before attaching yourself to a community, you have to become reconnected and reattached to your spirit, to your own identity. Remember here, religious deconstructing means that you are doing profound identity work. Also, you have to ask the question, well, have I done the identity work? Have I reconnected with my own spirit? Is this the time for me to be a part of a community? Or is this a time that you need to use to reconnect with you again, to reconnect with your identity again? Now, let's pause here again. And I want to talk about desperation. So, when you have allowed your consciousness, to be elevated, there's also this eagerness, all right, that goes along with that. This eagerness for what? There's this eagerness and there's this excitement to learn new things outside of religion, to perhaps connect with non-religious groups or connect with non-religious communities, to be interested and connect with people who have different spiritual practices. All right. You have this eagerness to read other books outside of the Bible. Okay. You have this eagerness to learn other ancient spiritual practices, like I said. And it's very important that this eagerness doesn't cross over into desperation. All right. And I'm bringing this to you because this is coming from personal experience. All right. So we have to ask the question, well, why am I telling you that you have to get a grasp on your eagerness so it doesn't go into desperation? Well, what will desperation cause you to do? Desperation will cause you to go run and initiate into an African traditional religion or some type of spiritual community when your initiation into that ATR was not your path. Let me give you a real quick example, personal example. Long ago, I thought because I was so eager and so ready to just reconnect with my spiritual roots, I was so eager to reconnect with my biological roots. I was looking for a way to initiate into an ATR because I thought that that was going to help me not only reconnect with my biological roots, but reconnect with my own spiritual technology. And I found that after really connecting with my own spirit, connecting with my soul, connecting with my vision and what is soul aligned for me, I found that that was not, for me to initiate, was not the path for me. I also found that the way that I could reconnect with my biological roots is to know my biological roots. And that took me getting a DNA test. So it could be you getting a DNA test. Perhaps that is all you need. And then you do whatever research that you need to do from there. All right. So that's a personal example. So also, and not just with initiating into an ATR, but I mentioned earlier that you may have this eagerness to get into a community. Well, even getting into a community, if you are too eager and it turns over into desperation and you haven't reconnected with your spirit, getting into a community that is not soul aligned for you could be detrimental. It doesn't mean that that community or that practice or that ATR was bad. It just means that it was not necessary for your path. Okay? So I want to say this. Just because you are Black and you have left religion doesn't mean that you need to initiate into an ATR. All right? So, how do you use your eagerness to your benefit and help guide you into what is soul aligned for you? What I have done is I found a way to ground my eagerness. So you ground your eagerness by having your focus simply be on reconnecting with your spirit, on reconnecting with your soul. This reconnection will bring you guidance to your spiritual technology. It will open up your intuition in ways that you haven't used your intuition, because remember, religious programming does not influence intuition. It shuts it down. All right. So your reconnection, it reveals what your path is for you. And if, going back to the example of the ATR, if initiation into an ATR, into a spiritual practice, if that is on your path, that will be revealed to you. And it's not going to be something that you have to rush to do. It's not going to be something that you have to scramble to find the right people. Your path will allow whomever you need to meet, whatever group is there to help you and support you, the connection will be there. And it won't be anything that you have to force. All right. So your initiation, then, it won't be done out of desperation. All right. It will be done out of alignment. So the main takeaway that I want you to get from this episode is that you have to dedicate time into meditation. That meditation is going to reveal you. It's going to reveal your sovereign identity. It's going to reveal your power. That is what you have to connect to first. And whatever or whomever is essential to your spiritual elevation will be on your path at the perfect aligned time for the perfect aligned purpose. All right. So I want you to leave me your takeaways from this episode. Also, I want you to consider signing up for Unleash Your Sovereignty, the 8-week session, or I should say 8-session live program that begins August 31st. Click on the link in the description and the show notes. Go to that link. It'll tell you all about it. It'll tell you what's covered. It'll tell you who it's for. All right. And secure your spot if you find out that it is for you. Also, to work with me one-on-one, you can go to unleashedalchemy.com. There are 2 ways that you can do that. And check out my books, courses, and products. Okay. And until next time, be sovereign.